full of thy riches. We'll be saying again and again. To some, they may hear it once. To some, they may hear it several times. But you choose the group it belongs to. But where we read, it said, Mark goeth forth unto his work and to his labor until evening. Mark goeth forth unto his work and to his labor until the evening. O Lord, how manifold are thy works. In wisdom hast thou made them all. The earth is full of thy riches. Now, let's begin. Man was created by God unto good works. Work. Say work. When we say work is different from having a job. Work is releasing what God placed within you. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good work. Unto good works. Unto good works. Unto good works. Which God has before ordained that we should walk in them. Some believe that the moment they are saved, all they have to do is to prepare them for heaven. No. You were here for a reason. See? For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God has before ordained, appointed, that we should walk in them. Sometimes we are too familiar with God to the point that we refuse to take steps. I know God will do it. Let me tell you, God will not do anything on earth without passing through human being. Huh? No. Let me go there. Where we took our test, say, Mark goeth forth unto his work and to his labor until evening. What do you notice there? Work. O Lord, how manifold are thy works. In wisdom hast thou made them all. The earth is full of thy riches. Show me a person that will make significant impact by what he's doing today. Life is predictable. And the biggest risk on earth, the biggest risk is to risk nothing. The biggest risk is to risk nothing. It is better to risk something and fail than to risk nothing. Now, that person said, man, whom God created, goeth forth unto his work and to his labor until the evening. If you are to study, you should study until evening. If you are to analyze, you are to analyze from morning until evening. O Lord, how manifold are thy works. In wisdom hast thou made them all. The earth is full of thy riches. Now, wisdom is the application of acquired knowledge. Any knowledge you acquire that you did not apply is as useless as if you have not acquired them. Now, God, I will tell just 3 things before I go away today. Thought, words, and actions. Get the job done. You have a good thought, put the thought into words, then back it up with action. Then it will produce the result. That is how God created. God had the thought for creating human being. He put it into words. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Having done that, God went on to mold the man. That's the action side. He has the thought, he speak it out, then he go into action. Do you get the point now? Listen. Listen. One day I called someone to see me here. The person came. Haven't explained what I need to explain to the person. The faithful brother just come to, sir, I want to bless these 2 brethren. I say, you go ahead. And he blessed the 2 of them. And he left. And I was so happy. And I asked one of them just stepped in 10 minutes before that time. And another person was here. He stepped out 20 minutes to that time. Even mean that I sent for him. I blessed him, he left. I blessed them. Yet some of them never see reason why they are here. You see, let me tell you the truth. When you are too big to do small thing, you will be too small to handle big thing. You know, sometimes when I talk to you, I see this man issue is too much. You are advancing in age every day, whether you like it or not. And by the time you get to God, when he take you home, he will ask you, what I give you, how do you handle it? Everything that God give you, he gave you primarily for multiplication purpose. Go and multiply them. Go and multiply them. Go and multiply them. Even money that God gave you, the primary purpose of giving you money is to multiply it. You see the parable of the 3 talents, they gave talent to 3 persons. What did God came when he came to do the account? They were now showing they have multiplied. The one that refused to multiply, what did he say? He said, you are unfaithful. He has to tell the person. That is one. God have thought. He translates it to words. Then what follow? And God molded man. Abi? When he finished molding the man, what did he do? He breathed. And man became a living being. Now, if God has conceived that thought without speaking it out, he will have not done it. So these 3 things must follow you if you want to make any significant impact. Success is all about influencing people positively at your capacity. Success in life is all about influencing people positively. Every one of us sitting down here or listening to me, you are a leader in one way or the other, whether you believe it or not. You are to influence people positively. As parents, you are to influence your children positively. Anywhere you are there primarily to influence others. Are you following? Now, you were created by God to make significant impact. But no one will be able to make impact if he does not have conceived a thought, translate it to words. That's why sometimes we confess, say what God has spoken, so that your mind will capture the reality of what God said concerning your life. Sometimes when we say confess this, it's as if we are wasting our precious time. No, we are not wasting time. Because thought need to be translated to words before any establishment can follow. Now listen. Did God say, let us make man? He said it. Before he speak, what did he do first? He think of it. Now, give us that Psalm 92 verse 5. Say, oh Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. Oh Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. Any works you see today that God has done, before he begin to do them, where did they begin? As a thought. So when you have good thought, please translate it to words. Then back it up with action. Back it up with. How many of us that have good idea for the past 10 years now? We have never taken any meaningful step concerning it. We have never. And I tell you one thing about God. When God brings his thoughts to you and you do nothing, you take it to another person. This is how you will be going. That's why I say, I heard your voice walking. You walk to you, you do nothing. You walk to another person, like that, like that. This is the key. One day after our crusade last year, a man saw me say, this is exactly what God told him to do. This is exactly, I said, for how long? He said, over 20-something years now. I said, that's good. So, April, we met again. I said, we're about going for the next one. He said, sir, truly, I'm telling you something. I allow him to say it again. I look at him. I said, that's good of you. Over 20 years, that thought came. He has never taken any step. And the man is more advanced in age than I am. I said, when is he going to take step? When he has no strength. When he has no strength. See, listen to me. Every one of us who are here, you don't lack anything. No? All you will use to make impact is already within your spirit. If you are born again. If anybody tells you that you don't have a calling, tell the person it's not true. Your calling may not be the same as mine, but you have a calling. There is something that God placed there to release to your world. Are we together? Making significant impact. Oh Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. I think one of the challenges we have today is that many of us will do something without thinking. We'll have finishing and now realize that what we do is not correct. No. God doesn't do anything without thinking. God is a good thinker and a good worker. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. I know we know that one off it. But let's find out what that passage means. The son of my sister. Anytime you see me going anywhere, just see me. You know what he will do? Later he will send, he will know how to communicate to say, the way you dress, you are not supposed to dress like that. And I say, oh, thank you for this. It's a very great thing. I appreciate it. Do you know he's doing something? She may not know how the magnitude of what he's doing. But do you know some of us, you see someone who is close to you doesn't dress well, you will never correct him. Do you notice that? I mean, I tell you the truth. For contributing such thing to my own life, to contribute to that life. Because life is all about contributing. You contribute something that is missing in this person, you contribute. That's why we come as a group. Are you with me? This ministry doesn't belong to Sonny alone. It belongs to all of us if we are here. You have your role to play. You have your part to play. This person has his part to play. Do you know one thing with Bruno? Anywhere he goes. Do you know what he's going to do? He will take one of the message. And whenever he pray, they say, oh, hallelujah, we give thanks. He say, yes, I love that. Anywhere. I think was it last Sunday? Ellen says he's going somewhere for something. Immediately I said, okay, if I were you, I would have gone like this. He said, no. He said, I said, yes. He went and just, the Holy Ghost back him up. Everybody was saying, yes. So after they say, sir, I've never seen that passage like that before. That's what they call complimenting. No man can succeed alone until you get your knowledge to this point. Let's read that Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. God said, come, let us. He didn't say let me. Let us. Let us. I think one of the problems we have today, one of the challenges we have a good idea. You never share you with your close confidant. So you remain. So that when I do it finish, when I get to the top, I'll tell you can come if you like. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Somebody may not have cloth as you have. He may have wisdom on